Alright everybody, and welcome back for another episode of Blueprints. We're going to be pushing on to day 3 of our Dare mode run, so we're going into Dare 3 here. Now, I did manage to get down... Excuse me, I'm already yawning at the start of my episode. Not through the foundation, but from the fountain. So we've unlocked our basement. And before we do anything, we should take a look at our dares. Just as a quick reminder as to what we've got going on. So, we have an extra 20 steps today, and we're starting off with 2 gyms, and we still have access to our outer room. Our dare list. These are our current dares that we have. Dare 1, I dare you to make exactly 1 purchase or trade in each shop that you draft. So, we need to be careful about drafting shops or any room that would be considered a shop. In every shop we have in the game, you can purchase something. I haven't had a room upgrade that turned anything into a shop, but the aquarium does count as a shop, I think. I need to check that, actually. Let me see if the aquarium... Oh, I'm not gonna... It's not gonna tell me because I haven't discovered it yet. I think the aquarium did count as a shop room, and since you can't purchase anything in there, well, that makes me think that we would just lose instantly if we tried that. But what else do we have? I dare you to never eat fruit again. That's simple. Always pick the first floor plan while drafting in the entrance hall. We don't even look at the other rooms. We just go 1, 1, 1. I dare you to press no more than 1 switch or button in each utility closet. Okay, so that seems pretty easy. I suppose we could still try to add more dares if we get the experiment. I guess it could be kind of fun. Oh, excuse me, but... we're not far off from making it to room 46 here. So today's goal... Well, let me read this one again. Okay, so if we get a utility closet, we only need to push 1 switch. We're only allowed to push 1 switch. And with that, let's get started on our run today. That's just Anne telling us about our allowance. Let's go ahead and go to our outer room out here. So no shops. Well, not no shops. We need to be careful about our shops. And then we need to never eat fruit. And then we need to take the first 3 rooms. I can remember all of these. Okay. Shelter, pretty good. We could remote into another terminal. And we're protected from 3 red rooms. I like the idea of the shelter here. I know I could wait for the gym, but I don't think I'm going to. Okay. Log into the network. Swanson G. Let's get our password in there. And let's go ahead and get the laboratory set up with an experiment from the start of the day. Because then, if we get another computer, we could unlock all our doors, which would be huge. We need to do our remote terminal access, view active terminals, and let's hit up the laboratory. Our laboratory has been connected to. Oh man, I don't know what's stuck in the back of my throat, but I'm gonna drink some water. This is the time for all of you to make sure you're drinking water right now. Hydrate or dihydrate. Okay, well, we could get an additional dare to the list. That seems dangerous, but that also seems entertaining. Each time you find some trash while digging, when you draft a red room, lose 5 steps and then blank. Well, we're protected from red rooms and we have 87 steps, so I think we're okay with that. Setting our dice to 2 is actually really good. I think I'm going to take that over adding a dare to the dare list, because it says we only need to win with 4 dares. And since this is my first dare run, why not, try to win with 4 dares? Why push it to 5 or more? Setting your dice to 2 is pretty good, and we are going to be drafting red rooms. Minus 5 steps is whatever. Plus it'll be later on in the house, so I say we do it. Start our experiment. Now, drafting red rooms right there is kind of rough, for getting all of our doors unlocked. That's not likely to happen. It could still. It's just not likely. I doubt we're drafting 5 red rooms. And there's nothing we can do down in the basement yet. We need to connect our... Well, we really need the foundation. Alright, so first rooms. The spare room. Don't even look at the other ones. The first room again. The storeroom, that's unfortunate. And our next first room is going to be a bedroom. Okay, not terrible. It's only one dead end for the right side of the house. But it did come with a key, a coin, and a gem. So things could definitely be worse. We could play off our storeroom or off of our bedroom. Let's go to our bedroom first. We did get a coin purse. So now we have interest on our coins. And now we can get whatever we want. Alright, honestly, give me the pool right now. I'll take it. We would love to get a powered pump room. That would be really nice to have. An observatory going down? No, a den is a better spot. Gives us a gym as well that we're going to need. No fruit. No fruit. Just got to remember, no fruit ever. That one's just stuck in my head. Okay, the steps are good. The closet's good. The pantry is 4 coins that could be helpful. We don't need the steps yet, but it's a dead end. Okay, so here's what we're going to take. It's either going to be closet or guest bedroom. I sort of like the idea of closet. We got a sledgehammer and we got a dice. Alright, that's kind of cool. The sledgehammer is quite nice. And you know what? Now that I think about it, we're right here by the entrance hall. Why not use the sledgehammer to go ahead and get ourselves one of these microchips? We can pick it up for now. We can always put it in later. Quite nice, though. Alright. I guess at this point, we should probably play off of the spare room, since we're here, you know. Alright, a parlor, a nook, and an observatory. I'd like to go to the right, and an observatory would give me... I think it would give me the twins today, which would be the, my trunks in the front of the house. Yeah, it does give me the twins. A pair of chests has been added to the entrance hall. Okay. Pretty solid. A parlor and a chapel. The chapel, I would love to draft other red rooms, but honestly, keeping our coins right now could be beneficial for us, and it gives us 2 avenues. So we just want to be careful about our other stuff. Or about rooms for later, I mean. Let's take our chapel now. This will give us another dice as well. Okay, it just took a long time for that to trigger. I was like, excuse me, are my dice going to show up? But turns out it was just taking some time. Okay, let's go ahead and flush this out. I know we still haven't gotten our other room yet of our planetarium, which seems like a weird choice, but honestly, we don't need a security room here. Give me the nook, the corridor. Actually, you know what? Let's redraw once right here. See if we can get something better. Alright, well, these are all rooms I would have preferred elsewhere. The nook and parlor would have been the same, so let's just go ahead and take our parlor. What kind of puzzle do we have today? This box is the white box. You're a liar. This box is the black box. You're a liar. The blue box contains the gems. You're a truther. So that means the gems are inside the blue box. Beautiful. Alright, and we do not need to come back over here anymore. So being protected from the chapel does have its benefits. A gymnasium. Okay, well, it does trigger our experiment again, but we'd rather save it for something like the archives or a dark room. Even though this does go north, I think we have to take it. As much as I don't want to, it's good for drafting reasons. Because we need to go down. I don't want to run everything off of just this side of the house. That just seems too risky. I'll take it, but I'm not going to be thrilled about it. That's 2 of our red room protections being used already. We didn't even get the shoes out of it either. Yikes. Okay, the veranda is pretty good. The dining room is a waste here. Let's take the veranda. Greater chance of finding items in green rooms. We did get the shovel. That's huge. Found some extra coins for the shop. That's lovely. Give me a dead end here, please. No commissary. Well, we do have 8 coins. Would we want a commissary? I doubt it. We'd probably take the Nook for the key instead. We could redraw for a dead end. I'm going to do that once. Okay, guest bedroom it's going to be. Because the lavatory, we need to protect ourselves from something like the dark room or the archives. It just makes so much more sense. And plus, we do need the extra steps. I mean, we are losing 5 steps when we craft a red room. An old tin can. Okay, well, let's go up. There's our corridor. Not a bad spot for it. Alright, good spot for a security room. Great spot for a security room, actually. And then I kind of want to go back to the den, but we're so far along up here, it makes it a little hard to want to do that. So here's what we can do. We can view the estate inventory. There's 2 trunks still in the main hall. So let's do the keycard system. Keycard system settings, set security level to low. Change offline mode to unlocked. Now, we haven't run our experiment enough to actually run anything useful. What we should do is open these doors. Okay, you're locked. And you're unlocked. And there's our archives in a fantastic spot. And there's a pump room connected to the security room, though. Ooh, that's a tough choice. The pump room is still going to be there. We want to be protected from the archives. This is also a powered room, so we can get multiple chances to get power through it anyways. This is a great spot for the archives. And it will lose 5 steps, but we'll get 3 experiments triggered now. If we get up to 5 rooms, we've got more dice now to roll off of this. A boiler room, a pump room, it'd be very beneficial for us. Because then we could drain the fountain and lower our reservoir to be able to get to the other side. And if we do that, we have access to the antechamber lever. Like right away. I do want to go back and get my 2 trunks from the entrance hall, but we're already here. It's kind of hard to just turn around at this point. Especially when there's the anticipation of good things happening. We got a study. I do like the idea of the study. Let's take it. Why not? Let's take the study here. I mean, what were we going to do? A hallway or a nursery? This is a dead-end room. We get rid of it. It gives us a chance for more rerolls if we get some excess gems somehow. This was 1208, December 8, right? D8. Take another gem, please. And there was nothing else in the study that we really needed to focus on. Yeah, just checking. I was just checking to make sure. It's been a little bit since I've actually been in this room. We're down to 58 steps. Could be worse. A passageway here is really solid. Again, a powered room. A very good chance to draft up our pool and pump room to get them connected. Now we're in here, so we should check this door. It is unlocked. We did get a pump room. Okay, that's pretty big. Pump room is now connected. We take it. We have power, power, power. There's a good chance we can get power to this pump room. Now, we know that door was locked. Let's see if this one's locked. It's not, so we saved ourselves a little bit. And now we have the dark room. We would lose 5 steps, get another trigger, and it's a northern-facing room, and it's a powered room. Take the dark room. That's 4 successful triggers so far. Is the security room going to... Is 4 enough? Let's log back in. Swanson G. Let's log back in and take a look at this. Let's go to our remote terminal access. View active terminals, the shelter, please. Let's run our radiation monitor. Is 4 enough? Yeah, 4 was enough for the red rooms. Dang. Okay, well, we've just unlocked every door in the house. Well, we have 1 key, so that's pretty fantastic. Okay, now we're going to continue playing off of our passageway then. Since everything's unlocked, I'm not too stressed about going back for the rooms up there. So we just need a boiler room of some kind. I am also perfectly fine with redrawing once or twice on these rooms. A locksmith. We don't need a key of any kind. A hallway goes north. That's another thing, too. We still want to think about getting access up there. We'll redraw 1 time. We did get a furnace. We actually don't need it. But a great hall here gives us access to the antechamber, and all of the doors are going to be unlocked anyways. So that's extra loot. Yeah. It's not powered, but that's fine, because that still leaves us 1, 2, 3 options to get power from. So we just need a boiler room. Boiler room would be really cool if it could show up right now. So this is terrible. This is worth a redraw. Okay, this isn't very great either. I don't think we can lose half our steps. We could. It is another powered room as well. If we lose half our steps, we go down to 20. We can eat food, but we do have a little bit of money. We can't eat fruit. So if we got something like a kitchen, we'd be able to utilize it. The coat check is also not terrible. Do I really want to risk 20 steps here? We'd go down to 24 steps. We get a kitchen, we get 15. We could play up for a dining room. I think we're going to get our dining room. I'm going to brave it here. I'm going to brave it, lose half my steps. We lost more than that because that triggered another experiment. But the other reason, I forgot that we lose 5 steps, but I did want 2 more dice. That was the other reason I did this. Okay. Utility closet, not terrible. It allows us to draft up from the dark rooms safely. The drawing room's kind of a waste. I'm scared of doing this. It says, press no more than 1 switch or button. So as long as I just turn the dark room on, we're good. Now we're down to 20 steps, so we gotta be real careful here. We should go up and play through here and see what we've got inside this room. Some extra gems would be nice. 2 more keys, not very helpful. Antechamber lever on the right-hand side has been opened. Excuse me. We have some coins. That's huge, because we're looking for a kitchen. We just can't buy fruit from the kitchen. A music room, not great. A bunk room, not great. A coat check, not great. Redraw 1 time. We got a pantry. It's some extra money, but it still goes north. We can't eat the fruit that's in there, but it is another 4 coins. The sauna might give us another gem for redrawing another room. I think I'd rather have another path north here, just in case. We got our courtyard in a beautiful, fantastic spot at that. And it doesn't have to be a powered room. We're still looking for power from the dark room or from the 2 sides of the weight room. Yeah, I'm going to take my courtyard here. Plus, we might get... Okay, we did get some stuff. This is pretty good. So here's what we need to do. We can go in here. It's a little risky. We got some coins. Pretty happy about that. Some pebbles. It's whatever. Gotta be real careful about remembering to draft red rooms. Greater chances of finding keys and coins. We found 2 more keys. Not that we need it for anything anymore. And another coin. Okay. So here's what we need to do. At this point, I think we try to draft up. Let's see what we can get. Ooh, we could guarantee... Can we guarantee a blue room? I don't think we can, actually. Huh. I think I should redraw here. I can't... The library is kind of wasted. The secret passageway... Does it have blue in the books? I'm drawing a blank here. There's no way it has blue. You can get shop rooms. You can get a hallway. You could get a red room. You could get a green room and a purple room. There's no blue room from it. So, I don't think I use my secret passageway here. Or even if I do, we just don't take it. But a guaranteed shop wouldn't be bad. At this point, we could get the kitchen for extra steps. But then we don't have a chance to go north depending on how the kitchen's oriented. So that's kind of risky. I think I'm going to try it anyways. No, I can't. I can't. It's too risky. Too risky. I'm going to have to redraw here. We got the wine cellar. That's not a terrible spot for the wine cellar because we can't go up anyways. And it gives us 3 gems, which is more rerolls. And we don't need keys from the locker room. So let's take the wine cellar here. Let's go in. Might even be a dig spot in it if we're lucky. Nope, but there was a coin on the ground. So that's 3 more rerolls right there, which is good. We did need this. And now we need to be very careful with the rest of our steps. Oh, wow, these are terrible. See, this is exactly why we wanted something like this. We can redraw once, and we got a kitchen, and it goes north. And we have 18 coins on us. So, we're going to take our kitchen. We're going to go into the kitchen. Turn the water on because wet sink bandits unite. We got bacon and eggs. 10 steps and a morning room. Or just the club sandwich for 15 steps. Well, we could get both. I think we should just... Oh, wait. That only counts as 1 purchase, huh? Exactly 1 purchase or trade in each shop that you draft. So that's all we can get. So that was worth it for the extra steps. That was the smarter play there. Still risky, though. We got a dining room. Oh, we got a dining room. Thank goodness. Okay. We still need to go back and get our power, but at this point I'm just trying to make it up to the antechamber. And dinner's ready for us. This is the one that is a boiler room, right? Yeah, not yet. We're trying to get a boiler room, and we might just do so. A red room up here could be nice if we got one. A library is okay. A nook is kind of useless. A garage gets us back to the front of the house. We don't have power to it. I guess we take the library here. That's fine. Take our extra gem that I missed. Okay, the foyer is what we want here, unfortunately. The attic would be incredible, but I'm so scared of drafting up from the dark room. This is going to cost us 3 of our gems. So we would only have 1 reroll left, but we would have 8 items in the attic. There's almost guaranteed to be another gem up there. What could the attic give us that we don't have? A battery? We could get the workshop. We could get the sledgehammer for the lever in the weight room. We could redraw right now for a better room option. These are all tough. Foyer just gets us a better path. Attic gives us a lot. What? I'm still trying to think of what else the attic could give me that would be beneficial. I don't know. I think we should take it. I think we should take it here. And let's see what we get. Northern-facing rooms, we do want the compass. 1 key, 1 gem. Gem's not that great. Our key's not that great. Lockpick set, coupon book, okay. Coupon book's pretty useless. Lockpick is completely useless. But the compass is quite nice. And another key, and I think that's everything. So there was a bunch of keys in here that we didn't need, but we did get 2 gems out of it and a compass. So the compass alone was probably worth it. Now, are we coming back this way? That's a tough one. Ignore the fruit. Don't click on the fruit. But we haven't read this book yet, so let's take a look at reading it. The potential within. We all start as an empty floor plan. Oh, hold on. Let me do my screenshots as well. To the ambitious young architect, a fresh blueprint represents a world of boundless possibilities. When you are staring at a blank canvas, you have unlimited potential and ideas to explore. But with an abundance of options at your disposal, the architect can also become overwhelmed by the countless choices and decisions that need to be made. Should I draft a hallway or a closet? How many bedrooms do I need in my house? Is a passageway really worth 2 gems? All these questions can compound, adding layers of complexity and stress to the design process. That's why it's even more important to develop simple and effective strategies that you can employ while drafting your house to ensure a successful project outcome. In this volume of Architectural Digest, we aim to provide architects with some of these strategies and even assist them in developing their own. Although many architects employ different strategies when developing their house designs, most of them agree with one guiding principle: have gems while drafting. One of the most common ways architects draft themselves into a corner is by not having the resources they need when opening a new door. If you lack the gems to consider all 3 presented options, you may be forced to draft a room you do not want. To avoid this predicament, focus on drafting rooms that grant you gems and prioritize acquiring gems as early in the day as you can. This approach is a surefire way to set yourself up for success. And these are like reader reviews. Make sure you check for gems in the rooms you are in before clicking the door. I do this way too much. Think about saving some gems for emergencies. I try to only spend them if I really need a room. I will never draft a passageway on the first 5 ranks. It's a simple strat that has served me well. If you see gems for sale in any of the shops, buy them out. Don't pass up the wine cellar even if you're not thirsty. There's no such thing as too many gems. I may have a bit of a problem. Planning your house. When you begin drafting a house, it's important to start each day with a solid foundation. Draft your early ranks first. A very common mistake beginners make is drafting in a straight line north and ignoring the many unopened doors they have left behind in the entrance hall and the rooms of the early ranks. When these architects reach the higher ranks, they quickly discover they do not have enough keys or gems to continue. Their day usually ends by returning to the lower ranks to draft from the doors they skipped, only to find rooms and items that would have made all the difference if they had only been found earlier in the day. As the layout to the right demonstrates, even a path of rooms that snakes through the house and does not go in a straight line can also be structurally weak if you are leaving lots of unopened doors on the ranks behind you. By starting each day on a strong foundation of rooms on the early ranks, you will have a much better chance of finding success when you eventually start heading further into the house. Top drafting combos. 5 combos you won't want to miss. Another aspect to consider when planning your house is the order in which you draft rooms. For instance, if you draft the cloister before the terrace, you will be down 3 gems. But if you draft them in the reverse order, the cloister will be free. Identifying a synergistic pair of floor plans is an essential first step, but determining the optimal order for drafting those rooms will provide you an additional advantage, significantly improving your chance of success. For example, the terrace and the cloister becoming free of cost. A foyer drafted before a great hall would mean that all of its many doors would be unlocked. Drafting a bunk room after a nursery will give you 10 extra steps because it counts as 2-bedroom triggers. The office and the conference room pair together well because you won't have to backtrack after you spread your gold. And the attic, the more items you have, the greater your chances are of being able to create a contraption in the workshop. This is true, it would be nice. Okay. 2-pair combos aren't the only form of room synergy. You will find some floor plans only work by drafting other specific rooms. These rooms aren't powerful on their own, but can become very useful when their connectivity is eventually discovered. The utility closet is a perfect example of this. It doesn't do anything by itself, but it can literally power up or down other rooms you have drafted in your house. The garage powers the garage door and grants west path access. The dark room turns the lights back on after blowing a fuse, and the gymnasium turns the lights off to prevent step loss. Other examples of connectivity. One of the more simple examples is Her Ladyship's chamber. It has synergy with Lady Epson's other 2 rooms, her boudoir and her walk-in closet. The boiler room connects ducts from room to run steam power to specific destinations in the house. The laboratory, garage, laundry room, furnace, and pump room all have uses for steam power. Speaking of the pump room, this room controls the water level throughout the rooms in the estate and can interact directly with the pool, aquarium, greenhouse, kitchen, and several other features located outside of the main house. Tips and tricks. In the kitchen, you can check which course is being served in the dining room that day. This will allow you the opportunity to draft specific rooms that will make the meal even more delicious. Besides counting as 2 bedrooms, the bunk room also counts as 2 rooms. This will increase the amount of steps granted by the master bedroom, the amount of gold spread by the tomb, and the amount of keys found in a servant's quarters. Each time you solve a puzzle in the billiard or parlor, the difficulty will increase slightly the next time you draft that room. Just because you didn't find any items in a room when you first explored it doesn't mean that will be the case the next time you draft it. The day after drafting the freezer, it enters an automated cooldown refreezing cycle, during which it cannot be drafted for the next 24 hours. If you are stuck or don't know what to do in a specific room, sometimes it is smart to move on. There are multiple ways to solve the many challenges that you will come across. Oops, sorry, my phone's buzzing here. And there is a very good chance you will find a piece of information down the road which may help you. When in doubt, draft rooms you have never seen before. Even if you do not think the rooms seem very useful, they may still hold useful clues and information that help you on your journey. A word from the editor. Although with this volume we have provided our readers with many potential strategies and tricks, we here at Architectural Digest hope that aspiring architects know that there truly is no set blueprint for success. Forging your own path and coming up with your own unique strategies will, in our humble opinion, always provide the best results. Excuse me. Each architect has his own favorite room, each builder his own favorite tool, and thus each player in turn will develop their own style of play and discover their own secrets and tricks that they can share with the world, or keep to themselves. Whatever strategy you employ, we wish you the best of luck drafting and hope you build the house of your dreams. That's a cool little book. I like getting that one. No aquarium. It's death. The mailroom doesn't really help us, and I really hate to spend gems here, but a secret passage could guarantee us a green room that could have more items in it. These all kind of suck. Why don't we just take the mailroom? No, we could keep going. We can spend a gem. Now, what are we going to draft? Oh, I'm thinking a green thumb here. Might give me a secret garden if I'm incredibly lucky. Not that it would matter, but it would be interesting. We don't want a hall. We don't want a bedroom. A red room gives us 2 dice, which is pretty big, but we would lose 6 steps for it. You know what? I think that's the right play, actually. Give me a red room. I will just take the lavatory here. Stupid sink. But we did get 2 dice for that, so that feels worth it. That's 2 more rerolls. Now, we still want a boiler room, so we're not going to eat our dinner just yet. Oh, I didn't mean to do that. We're not going to eat our dinner just yet, because we're going to come back. Well, here's the thing. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yes, it would still... actually, it wouldn't. Even if we got a boiler room right here, and we came back up to eat the extra 10 steps, it wouldn't pay for itself. So let's eat dinner now, and we're done with this portion of the house. And even if it would have paid for itself, I mean, I'm thinking about it, right? We would have to go down 5 steps right now, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And if we got a boiler room, then we'd have to go 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Yeah, it wouldn't have paid for itself. Never mind. Okay. So dinner's been eaten. We have 39 steps. We need a boiler room. We need a boiler room. Give me the boiler room. Come on. You've given me every other powered room in the game. You know you want to give me a boiler room. There's some coins in there, but we don't need them, I don't think. Not right yet. We have 35 steps, and we can play off of the weight room now. If we got a workshop and a battery, that'd be pretty cool. We don't have the lever yet, but... Alright, let's go down first. We got the laboratory. Not what I wanted, but it is another chance at... It's another powered room. And it does cost a gem. The boiler room also cost a gem. Let's take the laboratory here. We could now use another... No, we can't do anything else with the computer, because we've already run experiments for today. We could pause our experiment. This would give us another gem. No, we take the powered room. The locker room's also powered, now that I think about it. But the laboratory... Is there any reason I'd want the laboratory over the locker room? It just goes down. Maybe the locker room can have, what you call it in it? Like the shoes, the running shoes. It did not, but it was worth a shot, because we do have 9 keys. So we could actually, like, try to access some gems. Kirk Darren is a pseudonym. Okay. Sure, why not? Some extra coins. No fruit. Gems is what we were looking for. It's what we were hoping for. Extra rerolls. No. Get away from me. Stay away from me. Heathen. We already have that clue. Alright, at least we know this locker's consistent. We got the lever. If we got a workshop, we could build... Oh, we'd still need the battery. But we could like, do some cool stuff. Another key, huh? Alright, well, I guess that just pays for itself. I'm trying to imagine if there's anything... the running shoes, huge. If there's anything I should save my keys for, and I really can't. In my head, I'm like, this is the only thing that it would make sense for. Every door is unlocked. Okay, well, those were two just bummers. We did get the laboratory, which is another powered room. I mean, it's still a better chance. Yeah, we should take it. We should still take it. It makes the most sense. And we could still get power from here, like the boiler room up here as well. Let's take the laboratory. I'm also terrified to take the laundry room. Did we get any items in here? We did not. That would have been cool. No items in our lab. Fair enough. Is there any reason? No, there's no reason. Well, like I said, we could pause the experiment, but I honestly like the dice. Okay. Well, you guys are useless. So... You don't do anything for me. Redraw at least once. Green rooms cost nothing to draft. Spread gems in each green room. Unfortunately, this doesn't help us the way I would like it to. This would make the cloister free of cost if we got it up here. So it would make sense to do this, to take the terrace. And we could use all of our rerolls up here, I suppose, trying to get our boiler room. It's a shame this doesn't connect to our den down here. But there's no reason to go back out to the front of the house, at least none that I can think of. And it is a green room, too. So it's likely to have more gems in it. And we do have 2 green rooms for more gems, but I don't think we have the steps to run around the house and fiddle around with that. Unless, actually, okay, hold on. Maybe we do. If we took the patio, it would spread gems into the courtyard and the veranda. That's a lot of steps. I think it would be better to play off a cloister up here. So let's take the terrace. It was not my number 1 choice. We avoid the orange. Green rooms now cost nothing. Okay. Now, what else have we got? We need to go draft from over here. We also need to go to the front of the house and go get our 2 trunks, which will probably have keys in them. Please just give me my boiler room over here. It would make my life so much easier. None of these are powered rooms. I think we have to redraw. A boiler room would be really cool right now, guys. If you could just do that for me. If you could have just done that for me, that would have been really swell. We still have another chance to do it. So here's what I'm thinking. We take the billiard room and hope for a secret garden key. We can't use it. There is no secret garden that's going to appear in this run. You are 3 keys for lockers at the cost of a gem, which means we don't get the reroll for a boiler room up here. A locksmith also costs gems. We take the billiard room. It's the safest bet. It's not going to give us anything of value, but it's the safest play because we want our extra reroll. 7 is 7. 8 plus 3 is 11. Plus 2 is 13. 11 plus 3 is 14. Minus 6 is 8. Then we have 10 minus 4 is 6 times 3 is 18. Next we have 15 minus 9 is 6 times 2 is 12. And that gave us the key card. Okay, fair enough. Not that it really matters. We could try to draft another red room. And we can't, actually. Yeah, we don't have any more red rooms we could draft, unfortunately. Well, we could, but it wouldn't be beneficial. So now we just want access to the antechamber. But we're still trying to get power, and we know that there's going to be keys around the house as well. But we're not going to come back to the locker room just yet. But it is a possibility. So I'm thinking we go to our passageway, and I'm looking at this, and I'm going, okay, what do we have an option to do here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. That leaves us with 10 steps, and we pause our experiment, possibly. I think we have to do it that way. I hate that that's the case, but I think we have to do it that way. Where would our keys be? Did you spread any keys in here? Anything on the desk? No, no keys in here. A powered pump room would be nice. Be very, very nice. So we go to the gym to the chapel. And we do have the shoes. And they did trigger even though I walked into the room I wasn't supposed to. Kind of dumb of me there. Please provide me some gems. Oh, you gotta be shitting me. 3 keys? What are you? You're... Okay. Well, at this point, it might be in our best interest to go back to the locker room. As much as I hate it. That could give us a bunch more gems. Let's see what our footsteps are looking like. Okay, we got 12 steps. 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Oh, that's risky. That's too risky. I think we just take our gems here now. And I was going to say, we probably will get another one from in here. And I think we just try to get our boiler room. We got a boudoir. None of these even go north. A mailroom, a bunk room, and a nook. That's not fun. We got a drawing room. That's unfortunate. We get one more reroll here to try to get our boiler. And if we get the boiler, we have connectivity and steps to do what we want to do. We draft the furnace, it's run over. Drawing room gets us to the antechamber, but we don't need to get to the antechamber today. That's not today's goal. Give me a boiler room. Damn it. We didn't get it. Alright. I'm tempted to just redraw it anyways, because here's what I'm thinking, right? We could redraw it just to see if we got it, but we wouldn't be able to afford it. But I'm just curious to see if we would get it. Because what else can we do with the rest of the run here? There's no power coming this way. I just want to see if it would pop up. We got the conference room. And the servants' quarters. Interesting. Well, we'll take the conference room here. That was risky and dumb, but it was fun. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. We wouldn't be able to go anywhere else. So let's just play up from here and see what else we can get. Drafting studio would have been cool if we had 2 extra gems. The boudoir gives us a gem, and we know everything's going to be unlocked. And there is a key in here, or a coin somewhere, right? Oh, his coin's underneath the thing over here. Let's take our gem. If we just had a foundation, we'd be fine. We could do the same thing if we got a foundation, but we don't have a foundation, so unfortunately, we're not lucking out with that one. I mean, yes. Can we win? No, because we have to lower the lever from the other side. Either way, though, I love that this is where my foundation is. This is so funny to me. This makes me so happy. Okay, well, we could get into the antechamber. It's a shame we had the wine cellar right here, because that would have been really cool if we could have gotten the drop and done it all today. We could try to redraw and gain access to the antechamber. What would that do? It would do nothing. We could gain access to the commissary. We'd have to buy one thing, and then we could roll for something in the corner. What would we be even rolling for? What if we just get a servant's quarters? Nope, that doesn't even make sense. What could we possibly want? We could still get the drafting studio. So let's go into the commissary. No antechamber today, but I do like where our foundation is for comical reasons. Let's buy an upgrade disc. I mean, yeah. Give me an upgrade disc. Sure. I don't care what else is in the shop. Get me out of there. A walk-in closet, huh? And a nook. We could end with a nook. Sure, why not? We're not going in there, though. Where's my closest computer at? The security room. And we have the steps to make it back. Alright, now, I will say it is a little finicky being up here that we would have to get a room right here facing north, but I'm not worried about that. I think it's a funny spot for the foundation because when it's time, we're going to get to the foundation. We're going to go into that. We're going to get antechamber access, go in the foundation, come down, come right back up, and go right back to our antechamber. So this looks very winnable, possibly in one more day if I had to guess. It's possible. Not guaranteed, but possible. We need to gain access to a security terminal. The shoe's triggered. It's kind of funny. Alright, let's see where we get a good upgrade here. Give me a good upgrade. Come on. Something. Upgrade my hallways again. The guest bedroom again. Okay, maybe they are in order. I feel like this is the order they went in last time. +2 reroll. Okay, so the quest bedroom is pretty cool, but dare mode is not about playing long term. It's about getting to room 46 with dares. This seems better because I could draft a tomb outside and then I would get 6 ivory die, which seems incredibly good for what I'm trying to do. I'm going to go with the Geist bedroom. The German Geist bedroom. Okay, cool. Well, I mean, seems like we've accomplished a lot. We don't have enough steps to do anything with our microchip today, but that's fine. We can't do anything with all of these items that we got. That's also fine because we didn't get a code check. We did buy everything. We triggered the experiment 6 times. I think we could just call it a day. I think we just call it a day. It's a shame our pump room didn't get what we wanted, but we got the foundation, which was our next best option to be able to win. So I'm going to go ahead and call it a day here. And that was another hell of a successful day. It was a 51-minute run. The Red Athletic Center, 6 red rooms. The gymnasium, the weight room, the pool, and the locker room. We were the athletic center, that's true. 42 total rooms, we made it to rank 9, we took 84 steps, we found 12 items and 12 new rooms, and our outer room was the shelter. Alright, well for Dare 3, that went really well. We might be able to flush out a win on Dare 4, or Day 4. But with that, I hope you guys enjoyed the episode, and I will see you in the next one. See ya!